A female prisoner runs while carrying her child and suddenly bumps into a man. She keeps running and approaches a car and says, "Sir, please take my child." The man replies, "Ma'am, aren't the police looking for you?" She says, "Yes, but I beg you, just take him. Meet me in the park after 10 minutes." The man says, "But how do I know this is really your child?" The woman replies, "You'll just have to trust me. Take this toy as well. It belongs to him." Meanwhile, a boy behind them points at her and tells the police, "There she is, the prisoner," and she runs off again as the police chase her. The man, now holding the child, sits in his car and says, "What mess have I gotten myself into?" A while later, he says, "Well, here we are at the park, waiting for your mom." Suddenly, he gets a call. It's his girlfriend. She says, "Where are you? It's 11 a.m., and you still haven't come home. Get back now." He replies, "Babe, don't worry. I'll be there in 20 minutes. He looks at the child and says, "If my girlfriend dumps me again, it's either your fault or your mom's." Suddenly, the child's mother returns. He says, "Look, your mom is back." He hands her the child and the toy, saying, "Here's your son and his toy." The woman says, "Thank you so much. Can I make one more request? Do you have any women's clothes? I need to change." The man replies, "I do, but they belong to my girlfriend, and if I take you to my house, she'll definitely get suspicious." The woman pleads, "Please help me. I promise I'll stay quiet." The man says, "All right, fine. Come with me." He brings her to his home and says, "Look, that's my girlfriend. I'll cover her eyes. You sneak in quietly." He goes to his girlfriend, covers her eyes, and says, "Guess who?" She replies, "I know exactly who you are." Meanwhile, he signals to the woman to go inside. She enters with her child. His girlfriend uncovers her eyes and says, "Where's the surprise?" He says, "I've packed and moved everything inside." His girlfriend tries to enter the room, but he blocks her way. She notices the clothes and says, "Whose clothes are these? You're lying to me, aren't you? You're cheating." He says, "You're misunderstanding." Suddenly, the prisoner woman appears. His girlfriend says, "Who is she? And why is she wearing my clothes?" The woman says, "We're his family." The girlfriend shouts, "This is your family? I knew it. You're not as innocent as you look. I'm leaving." And she storms out. The woman says, "I shouldn't have done this. You're a good man. You helped us." The man says, "It's all right. You're a great woman." Suddenly, a police officer shows up. The woman asks, "How did you find us?" He says, "There was a tracker in that toy." The woman pleads, "Please don't do this. I haven't committed any crime." The officer says, "Sorry, you're going to jail, and your child will be sent back to his father." The woman cries while looking at her son. The man says, "Please, sir, she's innocent. Don't take her." The officer replies, "There's only one way I can help. The child can stay with you." The woman hands the child back to the man. The officer begins to take her away. The man holds the child and thinks, "So, it's just the two of us now." As the officer walks away with the woman, he suddenly stops and says, "I can't do this. No child should live without his mother." The woman asks, "But how will you help us?" The officer says, "It's impossible, but don't worry. Go back to your son." He leaves. The woman runs back and says, "Hey, listen." The man says, "You came back?" She replies, "Life has given us another chance to share happiness. I want me and my son to stay with you." The man says, "Why not?" And they all smile with joy. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.